When I say that Royalty Tracker changed my life, I'm not joking. So I am Megan Trank, and I'm the client manager for financial statements for Independent Publishers Group, also known as IPG. But prior to joining IPG, I was the editorial director for a small independent publisher who also, and in that role, I also dealt with the day-to-day accounting and royalties. So at the publishing company, when I first started there in 2012, royalties were done in Excel documents. And there were about, I'm trying to remember, maybe about 100 or so um, statements that had to be done. Again, there were about 3 or 4 that had to be done monthly, and then the rest were, there was one quarterly, and the rest were every 6 months. And that process took a very, very long time. It probably took about a month or so. And then when we got onto the royalty tracker system, Metacomet system, I was able to do all of those statements in about 2 days. And that included
Wow.
the uploads and then double checking the statements just to make sure everything, all of the other adjustments that we were making to individual statements were showing up the way that I was expecting them to. At IPG, we use it for our publisher statements. So every publisher gets a monthly statement from us that shows the sales that we're paying out for them, the returns, and then any other credits or expenses that are going into their monthly payment. And so there are maybe about 2,000 or so statements that are generated every month for our publishers. It's a very short window of time that we have to produce those because a lot of the data we need to put into those statements we cannot use or it's not finalized until the first of the month, and statements have to go out on the 10th of the month. So we're aiming to always close our statements a couple days earlier than that. And so it takes me maybe in all, maybe 2 full days of work, although it is spread over a couple of days. When I worked for the publisher, there were just a few things that we wanted changed from one of the standard templates that Metacomet offers. And through the customization of the statements, we were able to make those minor changes and have the statements that we wanted. And that really helped not just us, but our authors, because one of the things our authors had been asking for was some lifetime totals for sales numbers for, how many books they'd sold over the lifetime of their book. And being able to put that on their statement and have that be a living number so that it updates correctly on each statement was really great for us. I love working with Metacomet. From everyone on staff to the actual program, I've always had a great experience.